Hello Pisces, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and here we are, December. Let's do a tarot reading. Oh my goodness, the Lovers has come out for every single sign so far. So we are in for a very loving December as a collective. Just as a reminder, this is, oh wow, this is a general reading. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. So this is a general intuitive reading for the sign of Pisces, rising, sun, moon. So it's not quite the same as a one-to-one reading. Please take what resonates for you and leave the rest for another Pisces. I toss out a bajillion ways these energies might show up for you, but it is a general reading, so please do keep that in mind. I invite you to check out the videos for your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign for the most resonant experience. And I am using the Star Maiden Tarot today and the Runes for Modern Life rune deck and the classic Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So let's pull a rune for you real quick. And this is Iwas. Okay. And your oracle card is No Place Like Home. Well, that's very fitting for the holidays. Okay, let's start with your rune. So this is a super cool rune. It's Ewaz or Eo. It's associated with the yew tree, which was what the Nordic peoples used to make a bow, like an archer's bow with. So the idea with this rune is it symbolizes progress, but it's kind of the progress that happens kind of when it seems like nothing is happening. It encourages patient readiness to be ready to strike, sort of like a hunter does. And there's kind of no other, so I apologize to any like vegetarians or people who are against hunting, but we are, when we're talking about the runes, we kind of talk about, a particular, they come from a particular culture, right? So the idea is that the hunter is ready, and waiting. And a lot of times hunters will just be in a, just waiting for the prey to come along, just waiting, for the right opportunity, and quiet and still until, like, let's say it's the deer, gets into exactly the right position. And a hunter might have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait with the right tools, with the right talent, with the right skills, and then at just the right moment, and know exactly the right moment to let loose their arrow to be successful. So this is kind of what this particular rune is speaking to, that, even if it seems like nothing has been happening for a while, even if it seems like you haven't been successful in, like, if you're worried about your career or if you're worried about relationships, whatever, it sort of seems like it's been stagnant for a while, especially like with Mercury retrograde and Saturn retrograde. Things are about to turn around. Doors are about to open up. You're about to be in the right place at the right time with the right skill set. And all you have to do is be yourself. Show your true talent. Be your authentic self. And that is absolutely, echoed in this card here. No place like home. No place like home is the card of authenticity. It absolutely recommends being your true, authentic, natural self, being true to who you are, showing your true talent, your true, even messy self. No place like home recommends, supports finding that tribe that allows you to be who you are really, that supports you in the truth of you. It supports you going home for a visit. It supports the relationships that allow you to be who you are. It encourages you to find a partner that reflects who you really are. You get the idea. So, whatever is going on in December, you are encouraged to absolutely be your vulnerable, true, authentic, skilled self and to bring that to the surface. Even put it, you know, if you're looking for a partner, get on those dating apps or attend all those holiday parties. Tell your friends you're looking, whatever. If you're looking for a job, same thing. Get on those job hunting apps. Tell your friends, tell your network, whatever it is. And be honest about your skill set. Be honest about your attributes, the truth of you, so that you can attract the right, home, the right tribe, the right prey, if you will. You have the right skill set for the hunt, if you'll let me, if we can extend that metaphor. Okay, I'm going to stop belaboring that. We understand the oracle cards. Now let's look at the tarot. This is a powerful row right here. Just starting off the month, Pisces. The first week we have the Lovers and the Hierophant. I know not everybody's looking for a romantic partnership, but if any of you are, or if any of you are looking to take your relationship to the next level or make it serious, this is the combo to do that. Traditionally, the Lovers is the card of, gosh, these look really out of focus. Traditionally, the Lovers card is, of course, about making a connection, making a bond, committing to someone, right? Being clear and concise about what you bring to a partnership and also what you expect in return from that partnership. Being your true, authentic, vulnerable self, and being with someone who is also bringing their true, authentic, vulnerable self to the commitment, right? And paired with that, the Hierophant is traditionally like the religious leader card. So that would be kind of the combo of marriage, if that's the sort of thing you're into. It doesn't have to be that. For those of you who aren't looking for marriage, the Lover's card can also be speaking to any sort of commitment that enriches your life. Any sort of commitment where, again, you can be your whole authentic self. It can be a friendship. It can be a work relationship. It can be a work team. It can be a business collaboration, anything like that. But of course, romantic relationships are available out there. It does mean you have to, put yourself out there, but it's absolutely supported if that's something you're looking for. Now, the Hierophant doesn't have to be a priest or a reverend or a rabbi, but, connecting with a mentor or moving into a mentor role is something that would be supported with this card. It can also support finding community, a community of like-minded, especially anything with a spiritual side to it, but it could also just be finding a group or sort of a community of educationally minded, if that's a thing, like going to night school or adult school, or just attending a class. It could even be an online class, improving your skills in anything that really lights your fire, but also brings you more community. It could be going back to refresh your license in a particular field, or just enhance a particular skill. But there does tend to be more of a higher minded sort of a spiritual or community minded. This could be, even social work, or something like that. Something to benefit the community, to bring you community and benefit the community. Could also be what the hierophant is. But this is it really points to a magical week of connections right in the beginning of the month. Okay. Now we also have a powerful next sort of column, or next week here. We have the Two of Swords, which does indicate having some options that might kind of pull you in a couple of directions here. A Two of Swords usually indicates having some choices and not really being sure which way to go. And that usually indicates not having enough information. So do what you need to do to get more information to make a better choice. There's also usually another option or options that you haven't considered. A lot of times when the Two of Swords comes up, we feel pressured to choose between this or that, when actually we can maybe make both work, or there's a third option, or there's some other piece, of information that can, really make the decision much more clear. You do not have to make a decision until you have enough information to feel good about moving forward. But then it looks like you will be able to start a whole new chapter. And whatever this decision is, you're probably going to go with the new option. If you're torn between the new and the old, it looks like you're supported with going with the new option, because we have the Fool here, which is, of course, fresh starts, new beginnings. And it can maybe even feel a little, not scary, but you might feel a little out of your element. You might feel like a bit of a newbie, but feel free to lean into that being a newbie and give yourself permission to maybe make mistakes, or try something new. Try the thing you haven't done before, because there's a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, and all new vistas and new people, and a lot more excitement down that path. Now, this is, the whole reading is great, Pisces. It really looks like a lot of fun. But in the next column here, we have the Queen of Cups paired with the Eight of Wands. Now, the Queen of Cups could very much be you just sitting in your own sort of strength, feeling great about, feeling admired, feeling seen, feeling appreciated, or this could be someone else with something to offer you. So take that as it resonates for you. This could be something like a boss, or a mentor, or an agent with a role, a promotion, a job. I don't know if they still call them spiffs, but back when I used to work retail, around the holidays, we had a lot of promotions that, if we sold X amount of things, we would get a spiff, we would get extra commissions, we would get, so I don't know if they still call them that, but like you could be getting extra promotions at work for sales or a job well done or, holiday gifts or whatever. So it could be some kind of extra gift or something like that. And that's paired with the Eight of Wands, which seems like a lot of invitations coming in for you, invitations you want, invitations that are connected to seeds you planted. Maybe if you've been putting resumes out there or submitting audition tapes or, whatever, putting, you've got your face out on dating apps, whatever it is, you've got messages coming in for stuff that you want to participate in or people you want to meet or jobs you want to interview for, whatever it is. Make sure you are following up, because this can be a real hustle bustle time of year, right? So make sure you are checking all of your various email accounts and your DMs and everything, because you've got a lot of messages coming in. And then here we go. Now we have the King of Cups and the Knight of Swords. The King of Cups is very likely, again, an offer from someone like a boss, a mentor, an agent. Again, we're looking at a gift, a promotion, a job, or an offer for an interview, something like that. And the Knight of Swords, again, this is a clear message coming in with a decision you have to make that is changing your life. This could be something like the job position that requires you to travel or move. This could be a legal decision coming in your favor that, comes with, a financial recompense or something like that. This could be any number of things. Take it, it could be that contract that you've been waiting for, that dream job, whatever. Take it as it resonates for you. But again, now, this progress that we're seeing here, and we are seeing connections, a chance for, and this is you taking the chance to educate yourself or connect with a community here, a new chapter, choosing a new chapter. Messages, so many messages coming in from various different people, from different communities, gifts and options to maybe connect, or job opportunities, dates. Take it as it resonates for you. But this all comes with the sort of advice here to just be ready to show them who you are. Be ready to show them who you truly are. And if you just show up and be present with, your true self, there's all kinds of new people that are ready to connect with you and want to invite you to collaborate, to party, and more. Pisces, I hope you love your reading. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, I invite you to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. In any case, please take good care. Until next time, bye for now.